Hail, everybody, and welcome to Legion News Meme Stream. I am Superman if he wasn't scared of green rocks. So let's get on with the show. How you guys doing today?
Pretty well.
I'm
Very good.
Meh.
Loads of Star Wars news. Can't wait.
Oh, definitely.
So
Yeah,
much.
you guys
So
excited for
much.
Star Wars stuff.
The content gods
Give it
provide.
crappy.
Do you guys reckon like half of it will even get made? Like, geez.
Oh no.
You know what? Oh, I want it all made. I
Yeah.
want it all made.
Yeah, that would be
Acceleration is key to our content making.
Yes.
But it's kind of more embarrassing because they kind of announced them at a Star Wars celebration, so it's just like a little bit more pressure to actually make them.
I love it. I love it.
I mean,
so
it's
much.
it's crazy. I mean, how many times are they gonna disappoint all the fans? But let's
I
without
don't
further
want to
ado-
hear this about my lovely Ray. She's beautiful.
without further ado, let's get started on the intros. We'll start off with Devil Made Me Do It. Do you want to let the people know where to find you, what you do, and who you are?
Yeah, I'm Devil Made Me Do It, Nalik3 on the Twitters. If you like memes, check it out. I kind of was a fibbing a little bit about my story last week.
No way.
Yeah,
Gotta
I
be
know. It happens every week. My real name is Wayne Selinsky. I'm an inventor. I like tinkering around. My crowning achievement, though, is going to be when I get my shrink rate at work. But first, I have to find my kids. They've been missing. Them and the neighbor kids.
Derby, do you know what he's talking about? Okay.
Hang on, did he shrink your chair? Am I any chance?
Yeah, he's the reason I have it small. Honey, he shrunk my chair.
Well,
All this time we thought you stole it from the school. Jeez, why couldn't you just
Yeah.
own up to it?
The assumption is that they were kidnapped, though, by the same people who stole my shitty couch. And I'm kind of nervous that the neighbor kids are with them because I'm pretty sure their father voted for Trump. Which probably means that they're part of some neo-Nazi MAGA gang that the FBI is looking for. But I'm hoping to get them back soon.
Are they very proud boys?
Yes. Very proud. Very proud.
See what you did there. All right. Well, I mean, let's just hope that is the truth for this week, and we'll see what happens
Yeah,
next
Dylan.
week, Devil.
No, his name is Dylan. All right, we're calling him Dylan now with the entire street.
Yeah, like I have the memory capacity for that.
I'm still waking up. I had stuff going on. I drank last night.
I drink every night.
God, you kept your
Yeah.
shirt on this time.
So yeah, let's do it this way. Dermy, do you want to
Hi.
know who you are, where people find you, and what you do?
Right when I was about to take another sip. Anyways, hi, I'm Dermy Wormy. I'm from Dermy Wormy. I run a little channel called Dermy Wormy, and I have a show every other Friday called Ball Busters. Last night was actually a really good show. We did get shirtless. We talked nerd stuff for the majority of the time. We did get gay, like usual.
You, not me.
It wasn't just me. There was sometimes where Jed got pretty gay. Everybody got kind of gay. We popularized the term back taco. You know, things are good. Things are good.
Oh my! Somehow I think I need an explanation on that, but I'm afraid to ask.
Just use your brain. Just use your brain
Okay.
on what a back taco is. But yeah, I'm still 120 subs from 1K. So the sooner we get there, the sooner I will shave this all off on stream.
I mean, that's not a good way to encourage people to subscribe to you. Like, people want to see you with your beard on.
No, it's gonna be a laughing stock because I'm gonna have to start getting carded again. I have such a baby face; it's ridiculous, and I hate it.
Like ashes.
Yes, it's worse than as.
Oh.
I de-age by like 10 years the moment I shave it all off.
I can imagine that. My my husband, when he was first looking for a job out of college, he was working for a placement agency, and they sent him on an interview with, some big company. It was the one that Ross Perot used to own.
Mhm.
EDS, yeah, sorry, many years ago. So he's cleaning up his little mustache and beard there in the morning, and he sneezes and like takes off half his mustache. So then he has to desperately try and like finish shaving, and he looks 12 by the time he gets out of the bathroom. So he goes on the job interview, and he gets all the feedback about the fact that, like, this kid is like too green. He doesn't know anything. We can't use him, blah, 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 blah. Well, a month later, they send him back to the same people for an interview, but his beard had grown back in. And they're telling the agency, where have you been hiding this guy? He's fantastic. They were just totally ageist. It was very amusing.
See, I need to keep the beard, but it's gonna come off once I hit 1K. So come on.
You're only doing it for your pseudo girlfriend.
Shut up.
And with that, CJP, do you want to know who you are and what you do and where the people can find you?
Well, I am CJP. I am the bearded bard of Bond. You got my music channel at Forgotten One Music. I'm going to start putting out the individual tracks from my Sound Fawn album that I put out at the end of last year, because obviously my original tracks don't do squad do on my channel. So, just a little tiny one. I've only got a little over 300 subs, but I'm slowly growing there. I'm not quite to the Dermy level yet.
Yeah.
Maybe I
If
need
you need, if you need me to, I can
CJ, take off your shirt and you'll get it. Don't
No,
worry.
I will lose like in my entire subscriber base in like one shot.
You should do the reverse Dermy, where you don't wear a
Put more
shirt
shit on.
till you
More
get
clothes on.
where you don't until you get 1,000 subs, your shirt will be off, and then at
we have
1,000
laws
subs,
against that. We have laws against cruel and unusual punishment and blackmail. So
YouTube gods would smite me.
Oculus, do you want to let the people know who you are, what you do, and where the people can find you?
Yep, my name is Oculus. You can follow me on Twitter where I post around Friday Night Tight memes, and yeah, that's pretty much it for recommend.
All right, and they can find you on Twitter.
Yep, find me on Twitter and
we're on Twitter.
And how you doing today, True Pop Culture?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. In the process of making another animated clip. Can't wait for that. And I recently launched a little trailer infomercial for my own channel. Apart from that, can't wait to get on with the Star Wars news. We've got loads to break down. I've also watched Dungeons and Dragons and the Mario movie. So those are some things that I could talk about as well.
Awesome, man. And speaking of trailer, I have it pulled up here, and let's give it a shot, see what it is.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Are you enjoying your favorite YouTuber's live stream? Can't stop laughing at a particular moment? Well, don't just let it go down the memory hole. Certain live stream moments should not be forgotten, which is why you should let me know, since it will be immortalized with funny editing and animation. As long as it's funny, the stream highlights can be anything. It can range from rants about the living gays.
When there's no more room in hell, the gays will
Professional video game moments.
He'll talk to you if you're alone. Move to the other side of the room.
Oh, you want me to leave?
Yeah.
Diesel. For 6 months. Hey, Garrett. Are you feeling better, brother?
Sean, I'm so sorry, but my colleague is reading super chats out when I'm trying to fucking communicate to the dead.
What? Getting your Taco Bell order wrong for the 5th time in a row.
God damn it!
Or even a deep debate on the architecture of toilet rooms? Wait, is that actually a thing? So what are you waiting for? Simply DM or tweet me at TrueCulture7 with a stream you watched and a time code. Or you could subscribe to the True Pop Culture 7 channel and let me know in the comments. Also, check out the playlist for already made huge collection of favorite live stream moments.
I remember the architecture of the bathroom.
No, EFAP were literally like debating it. Like, I know like what Fringy meant. It's like a one room with just a toilet without a sink, and do those things exist? And
Yes,
it's just like
they do.
Yes, they do.
exactly.
It's
They,
called
like
outhouses in the Northeast.
Molar and Rags were really weirded out. Like those things are stupid. How what if someone's in the taking a shower in the other room? You can't wash your hands then, essentially.
That's
Well, don't-
correct. But
like, I
those
didn't
were the
think of that.
original. Those were the original water closets because there was literally just one toilet in a room and about the size of a closet.
Don't they still make bathrooms where you close the door, you open a door, and the toilet's right there?
Yes. And then the sink is like 2 feet away from the toilet, maybe less.
This is exactly.
It really saves you when you're having a crazy drunk night. Trust me.
I thought we were talking about, when EFAP Jay was describing how his house, his loft set up.
Mhm.
He has to walk through his bathroom to get to his room.
Oh, okay. That's weird as well.
That is
I haven't heard
weird.
of that
Why
one.
would you make that? Why would you make it that way? Why would you put the bathroom that in order to get to your bedroom you have to walk through a bathroom? Why?
How does that work?
It's how the girls know whether or not they want to get into the bed is they see the bathroom first. Oh, never mind.
So, hi, Tina.
Hello.
Welcome to the channel.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you want to know who you are, what you do, and let the people know where they can find you?
Sure. I'm Tina Bojan pretty much everywhere you look. And because I'm Gen X, I'm also still on Facebook. So you can look me up there too, besides Twitter and YouTube. I usually spend my weekends hanging in the chats on pretty much everybody's channels. But I'm often also on the panel of Vinny Tartamella at Vinny Art on Friday nights and Sunday nights. Usually on Saturday early evening, I hang out with the Rogue Entertainment guys for a little while between their 6 o'clock and then they have 7:30 shows. And Wednesday nights, I'm on Sporking News Podcast where we talk about very often episode breakdowns of Mayor of Kingstown. And what's awesome about the Wednesday dump is the best Scott stream is the stream without Scott because he's not there on Wednesday nights when we take over his channel. So,
well, thank you for coming on, and I'm glad we got everything sorted before we started because we were all looking forward to having you on.
very happy to be here. Thank you.
She's a breath of fresh air. She's a good person, hanging out with a majority of us degenerates.
Mainly you.
Yeah.
Like EFAP says every time.
Not anymore.
That's not the place.
Yeah. Yeah, just
But let's give a shout out to chat before we start the show. Skirmitar was the first one in chat. Hail, bud, how you doing? I was able to catch a little bit of the full Aussie, but I had a situation I had to deal with, and Skirmitar was helping me out. So I love you, dude. Thanks for being there, mate. We got Crusader Jackaran. Hail the Legion of Memers, he says. Hail to you. And who's this we have here? Good afternoon to you as well, Tina. We got Clinton in chat. Hail the Legion. Got him before work. Tore me away. Well, hopefully you're listening in the background and hopefully you enjoy, mate. We
Hail
got
Clinton.
Horny Alf in the chat. Hail, bud. We got Jason Sandberg in chat as well. Hail to the chat. Have a good weekend. And did anyone else think the shots of Lizzo and Jack Black were leaked from Rings of Power season 2?
Yes,
Yeah.
it looks like it.
And
I did not think it was Star Wars. Like at all.
we got Dermy Wormy in chat as well. We got Middle-Miss Mermaid says, "Go Cubs, go!" Good to see another fan.
Do you need me to read?
No, I need you to give me a minute to read the damn thing.
Such a fucking boomer.
And Dermy might be the better.
We got Seth 2020. Dermy is going to look 8 without a.
You can steer a
Super
chair
in chat
easily.
as well.
No.
Hail to you. We got Devil Made Me Do It as well. So I did want to actually just start the show off by giving a huge shout out to somebody we all know and love. Drunk 3PO, who was on
finally
Friday
made
Night
it.
Tights for the first time this week, from what I
Well,
know. It was a
third
fun
time.
show.
This is his first time being on and in the thumbnail.
And, well, he wasn't in the thumbnail for the show, but he definitely should have been with this one.
He was in the thumbnail.
Yeah, he was.
Well, not like this.
Oh,
Not
no.
like this.
No,
this
not like
this is the
that.
more
No.
proper version of the thumbnail. But he's been on the show 3 other times, but one time he fell asleep.
Yeah, he wasn't
Yeah.
invited back.
It was a great show. I enjoyed it. There was a lot of fun. A lot of goofiness happened during that show. And if you guys meme the show and your memes were brought up in the show, the spotlight is done and ready. So about 15 minutes after the show is over, go check it out on the Legion of Memers channel and enjoy the laughs again.
I didn't get to watch a whole lot of the Friday Night Tights last night because I went to go see Super Mario, and the moment they started arguing that, I had to leave.
Okay. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, I loved it. It was story-wise kind of weak. Like the actual narrative of the story is kind of weak, but it has that heart that you need that put it over the top. And I thought, hey, it's a 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed
Mario
it.
was so good as well.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like and so a hero. He's an actual hero, kind of like Superman. Brave, willing to defend others. Like we always get these stupid characters where they're like deconstructed. Oh, they drink green milk. Oh, leave me alone. They grow a beard and they're a hermit. But Mario, no, he's just a traditional hero. I miss that in films. I really
Static
do.
apparently just watched it and enjoyed it as well. So from what I'm hearing, I'm hearing pretty good things about it. I mean, FNT did get into major spoiler territory, but Gary put up the spoiler panel or paddle.
Yep.
Mike,
And
I watched it yesterday, and
I dipped right before I knew it was going to happen. And I dipped. I walked right into the theater an hour early. I was like, nope, not listening.
I said my girls and I watched it, and both of my daughters absolutely adored it. And that was actually the second time my youngest had seen it. She saw it the night before with a group of friends, and she was so excited to actually go see it again. So this movie is gonna have legs because it hasn't even opened in Japan yet.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh man!
And it's already beaten Frozen 2.
Mm-hmm.
I expect this to make $1 billion by next week.
Not by next week. It's going to get close. It is going to get close. They were projecting a $200 million opening weekend.
But this movie for me really rode that very fine line between overt, way out of too much fan service and not enough, and then being able to be understood by both people who, the young kids that they're trying to bring into the Mario universe that don't really know the history or all the little nuts and bolts of it. And then the fans like me who grew up literally playing Mario for almost their entire lives.
Hail Fletcher. Thank you. Smash that like button like Mario smashing Disney records.
Oh yeah.
It was so fun.
Definitely deserves it. Like Frozen 2 or the Super I'd take Super Mario over any day. Like, yeah.
I've
I
got
don't
a
use Super Mario.
soundtrack too. The way they kept it in was just
that
perfect.
That's actually something I'd criticize in the movie. I did not like they use like sometimes Thunderstruck, sometimes like other songs. I'm like, come on, like that's just lazy to me. Like you use original score. Like I just found that annoying.
I thought they sprinkled it in just perfectly for me. Not spoiling, but when they get to Jungle Kingdom, you could figure out they're gonna get there. Just the Take Me On starts playing. And I was just so happy. I just wanted to live there. It looks like hell. I don't think I'd actually want to live there, but I was at peace.
My only complaint was the fact that Grant Kirkhope did not get the credit for the DJ rap. When they credited the entire orchestra because of the union rules, but they didn't credit him for writing that song.
That was not right.
No.
Of
it's
course,
a shitty
CJP
song,
would be the only one to know that fun fact.
Yeah.
No, actually, a lot of people are pointing it out.
Goldeneye. And he wrote Banjo Kazooie 1 and 2.
Oh, nice, dude.
He was like their main composer for Rare during the N64 days.
He was he's even acknowledges that the DK rap is really, really crappy. That's what they paid him for. But the fact that they didn't credit him was wrong.
Yeah.
And like fans are actually not very happy about that because
Mm.
it's a heartwarming song. It's crap, but
Yeah.
it's heartwarming.
Is this
Um,
something that you guys would go see again?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Oh, I'm ready to pre-order the Blu-ray and the soundtrack.
Oh,
4K.
damn.
Wow.
I'm
Yeah.
getting it.
You're gonna eat this up very quickly if they're gonna go see this
Also-
again and again and again.
As soon as like finished it and like been a couple of hours, I'm like thinking of all the ways like, okay, that didn't work, but I like that. I like that. And this and that. I'm like, I want to see this movie again just so I can, pick up more because there's so much to pick apart, especially if you're a Mario fan. And yeah, I want to ask you guys, what do you guys think? Was Peach a girl boss or not?
A little bit.
I mean,
thought
a little bit, but they made it understandable as to why she was that way.
So they made it tolerable.
Yeah.
there's
Just
some
similar to
parts
Smash
where
Brothers.
On the verge, not overdone though. I think
Yeah.
there's some vulnerability in there, especially when like Toad was being tortured as well by Bowser. I found Bowser to be disappointing, to be honest. Like the first scene, he was awesome, but as soon
Careful
as
about
he,
spoilers. We don't want to.
I think Jack Black did a great voice acting, but I think Bowser was kind of disappointing in this.
I thought Bowser was my favorite part.
What?
Yeah, I
Okay.
love
Okay,
Yeah.
Dermy, why was Bowser your favorite part?
What? Okay, well, it gets into some spoilers. I'm gonna try to do my best.
Shall we just shout
he-
spoilers and
No,
Okay, give me
Spoilers!
1
Okay,
second.
spoilers.
Carry on.
Hold on, give me 1 sec before you.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Give me 1 sec.
Alright,
Give me
you're
1
good.
second.
Oh,
I
okay.
gotta make sure.
Or do you have like a spoiler alert or something?
Yeah, I want to make sure we don't tick anybody off.
Boo, boo, doo, doo.
Take your
Okay.
time.
Oh,
okay.
I love that. But my favorite part about Bowser is he feels like how Bowser would interact. He feels,
Mhm.
he wants Peach to marry him. He's going very hard at that. He's very, he's Bowser. And then you get that moment where he's singing a song about Peach.
Mm,
And
that's
he
the
gets
part that,
interrupted by, I can never remember the wizard's name for the life of me. But
yeah.
he gets interrupted and he's all like furious with it. And they start playing his he starts playing his own theme
Yeah.
with Kappa,
Kamek.
Kamek there doing the higher note parts, and it just feels like something Bowser would do. And then he immediately slams down the keyboard and goes like,
Yeah.
"You're gonna sit there because pain's a better tool for motivation."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that was his last moment, and then I think his affection went a little overboard. I just thought of him as much of a bit of a simp, really.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you can. I'm not saying you can't have him like Peach, all right? But I think his affection was too much. They kind of degraded his
Bowser!
menacingness.
Character.
His whole character is I want to steal Peach because I want her to marry me. He's in love with Peach. That's the whole point. He's over the top.
I still think that they did it. They overdid it. And I think like you need to balance it between menacing and a total simp for Peach. There's a balance that needs to be struck, and I think too much of it struck was on the simp side, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we need a meme of
Especially-
Dermy as Bowser and
Peach.
Peach as Heron.
I will accept it. I loved Bowser. I thought he was
Heron.
the only
Yeah, the
character-
thing is, I thought the piano singing Peach was all going way overboard. I
the
think
only character I didn't like, and it was solely because of the voice acting, was Cranky Kong.
yes, me too. I don't
He-
like him. I just heard Seth Rogen. And by the way, Chris Pratt as Mario, like you don't really hear Chris Pratt in his voice. Like it doesn't pull you
Doesn't
out of the
show
movie like at all. Like it blends in kind of with like his voice. Like I didn't find it disturbing or anything. What about you guys?
Charles Martinet is in the movie.
Yeah, he is. Is it?
Dad.
He was right at the beginning, right after the
Well,
commercial.
he also plays his dad.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
okay.
I thought Chris Pratt did a wonderful job.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to realize that was Chris Pratt because he did have like a very convincing Italian accent going on. And when he broke the accent, he only did it every so often. So then you could like, oh, that is Chris Pratt. But it felt like actually how Mario would interact in the world, would actually speak and everything. And also because this is Mario's first run, everything kind of made sense. But they did cut out some scenes from the trailers, if you noticed that.
I didn't notice. What scenes were those?
The main scene that I can remember is when they're heading off to Jungle Kingdom and they're walking over that bridge and all the fish are jumping and stuff, and he gets one stuck on his face. Peach actually, in the trailer, Peach rips off the fish and then it hits Toad, and they took that all out.
Interesting. The thing is, like, what I loved about this movie is the dynamic between Mario and Luigi. I think the movie did a grave mistake in separating them, and you know, their brotherliness. Something is it's so wholesome, you know. And I can't remember the last time that I got something like that in a movie where it's just like good relationship between brothers and a good heroic main character. Like everything is deconstructed, you know, postmodern gibberish, you know, make it dark, depressing, or Zack Snyder-ish. But this is just a wholesome movie about Mario, and I love that about it.
That's all it really is. Mario has these high aspirations, but he doesn't want to go anywhere without his little brother. He loves his brother to death. And when his brother gets separated, that's his whole driving force is, hey, I want my brother back because I love that man.
Yeah.
And not in the way like most weirdos think nowadays, but family wise.
Brothers. Oh,
sorry. Yeah. Not Smash Brothers, but
no third act forced conflict between main characters to drive the plot forward. That wasn't there, and I liked that.
Toad was really cool as well. Like, I'm Mario's best friend. And Mario's like, wait, hang on, we just met. And it's just that was so everything about this. Yeah, everything about it was so wholesome. Now that I look back on it, I like it the more I think about it. You know.
If Bowser was Zombie Box Review says if Bowser was a real person, he would be simping hard for the ladies of Simpcast, especially for Chrissy. Marry me, Chrissy. Be my queen.
Yeah,
queen.
No, you gotta say it more Britishly. Be my queen.
That is the one Grace Randolph said.
Grace, what the fuck, Grace?
Oh God, that Grace Randolph.
Yeah.
Fletcher is like on point here as well. Movies have been so nihilistic that it's like eating ice cream for the first time. Yes, exactly that.
I think this was actually on par with like a gourmet ice cream too. Like this wasn't mediocre crap that we're sipping up because it's mediocre. It's not like a stale piece of toast in the middle of a desert or a muddy puddle of water in the middle of the desert. This was actually like fine dining for once, and we don't get that very often.
Yeah.
That analogy just hurt my head. Toast in the desert.
You know, I said it. My brain was going there. That's why I fixed it with the muddy water.
Chat is always entertaining me. Like, you know, running the show is fun, but watching everybody in chat cracks me up so much. Okay, are we done with the spoiler talk?
Yep.
Yeah.
Go watch it and go watch it.
Before I mentioned like what Grace said, like she said like, why is Mario a furry in here? That is just so ridiculous and stuff like that. And I remember hearing that before watching the movie. And before entering the film, I was a little worried because it's at the end of the day, it's Illumination. You know, they're not really known for their pinnacle storytelling with the stupid Minion movies and stuff like that. So I was a little worried. And yeah, the plot was like bare bones, but goddamn, it was so wholesome that I really liked it. And
But that's what Illumination's becoming good at, is just
Oh.
wholesome content. And
I
no
think
so-
more
spoilers.
so Nintendo is responsible for it being wholesome, not Illumination. Illumination
Yeah.
sucks.
So
yeah,
you
no,
guys all enjoyed that movie, but I do have a question. Were you upset that Luigi was not represented by a Latino actor?
Oh, so much.
no, actually, I thought Charlie Day was a brilliant casting.
Charlie Day
Yeah.
was wonderful. I didn't even care that he didn't really have an accent. He sounded like Charlie Day. He was Charlie Day, but it fit. Like his voice feels like Mario. I mean, not Mario, Luigi. God,
Luigi.
I'm
You're
brain's
tired.
going 100 miles.
And the thing is, like the world in Mario, it felt natural. You know, I wasn't really like a grave at no point in this movie was I like Grace Randolph and said, "Why is Mario in a cat suit?" And I'm like, "Oh no, yeah, that's the power up he has." And they're like, "Oh, these are different power ups. These are different mushrooms." It all felt like didn't what CJP said at one point didn't suspend your disbelief, like, because if I was like adapting the Mario games, I'd be like, geez, how do I make the lucky blocks and all this stuff make sense? And they really balanced it in a way in this like weird dimension they're in. And the fact that this guy is bitching about his terrible live action movie, where they did that absolutely terribly, like adapting the Mario world in a movie, like just shut up, dude.
Bob Hoskins also not Italian.
Exactly.
Appropriating a race.
You know, John Leguizamo, you know, he's definitely not Italian. I mean,
Tina, have you had a chance to see this movie?
I have not. Well, it's one of those that we were waiting for the kids to finish up the school semester because my little men aren't little men; they're juniors in college. So there's a couple of movies like this that we saved to watch together.
I think they'll enjoy this. Just it has this whole, even though it's like a kids movie, like full on kids movie, it is a fun movie that fans of Mario games and gamers alike will just feel represented and actually not be hated. This isn't a Halo incident. This is, or a Last of Us incident. This is actually something they wanted to make something good.
Yeah.
Are you telling me we don't get to see Mario's ass in this film? I'm not going to watch it.
Oh yeah. Maybe Grace Randolph will love that.
No plumber.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I think this movie is mainly good due to Nintendo's efforts, not Illumination. Although the animation is absolutely beautiful.
Well, what I was saying about Illumination is they're really good at just wholesome storytelling. Just something nice and good. Yeah, just downright
not
wholesome.
really. No, not really.
They don't go over the top. They're
like,
it's
let's see
mainly
the
just
track
family
record,
stuff
like
that they've
Sing, Minions, Despicable Me.
Yeah, that's just family content. It's not the greatest content out there, but it's just simply for families and sit down with your kids. You're not going to get indoctrinated with anything, but you're just going to sit there and you're going to watch and have a.
I don't. The thing is, just because it's family content, I think it still should be, good. And I don't think that they're any good.
The first Despicable Me movie was pretty good. Outside
Yes,
of that,
after
they started
that,
going
it goes
downhill.
downhill.
Ultimately,
Exactly.
mate, go check out the previous live streams. We've had a bunch.
We've
I'm
had
on the
one
live
other one,
stream.
right? This isn't our first woman on the live stream, right?
No,
we've had quite a few actually.
Chrissy Mayer, Steph.
Has
We
Trina
had,
been on?
I'm
Harry
sorry, my misogynist mind is forgetting.
my br-
Yeah,
cannot remember
nobody's
who we
made me a
had.
sandwich, so I can't remember.
I'm not drunk enough to remember.
They didn't. Fletcher says they didn't explain the Mushroom Kingdom to her. It's like, chick, did you see the mushroom people in the land of mushrooms? Oh, what is there to explain? Oh, he's talking about Randolph, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why
The
are all
mushroom-
these toadstools here? I don't understand it.
A person who has never touched a Mario game in their life.
Disappointed.
She was just mad that John Cena's dong wasn't in the movie.
Yeah.
That's all she cares about.
She might see it in the Barbie movie, by the way.
Yeah, maybe.
It's
With a
so
big
bad that I
bulge.
kind of want to see I kind of want to see the Barbie movie.
Oh no!
Just because
no,
it-
no.
not because I'm excited, because I'm a sadist and I want to sit down and I want to see what the hell is this.
It's
I
not
never
for us,
saw
man.
Or
It's
the
not
Mario
for
movie.
us.
And I'm watching this, and there's this part in the trailer where all the Kens are trying to one up each other, and they keep saying that they're going to beat each other off. They're Ken. They've got nothing.
What?
It's not. How did they even know how to beat each other off?
Oh my.
I don't know. I want to watch
Wait,
it.
is this supposed to be like a kids film or
It-
young adults? Like,
No, I think it's
It's
supposed
for
to be
little
around, like,
girls.
adults.
They'll eat that
I
up.
think it's PG. I don't
Is
know if
it?
little girls. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
All right, we need
Hey,
to check.
all we know is Simo Liu is going to be in the movie, and he's perfect for it.
Yeah.
He's just perfect.
Perfect narcissist for
Perfect for him to be
Ken.
gay.
yeah, Crusader. Barbie equals white mom movie.
Yeah, that
Oh,
I know.
no.
Wine. That's not white.
Girls-
That's
Oh,
wine.
wine mom movie.
Oh, white wine mom.
White wine mom.
Oh, good God, that audience is going to be a pain. Sorry, I'm just thinking about my job. That's gonna be terrible.
don't think
Yeah,
you guys
yeah,
are
can't
ready.
wait for the Barbie movie.
I think it's PG. I think it's PG. I'm not seeing
Yeah, I
the
got
ratings
that,
right
Crusader. Wine. Thank you.
As opposed to wino.
now. When does it come out?
Okay. I'm learning. Give me a break here.
Very unbreaded, dude. Very unbreaded.
Very unbreaded. Super,
Oh.
super unbreaded.
We
July
have a
21st.
special guest here as well. I hope you weren't waiting long.
We have a special. Oh,
Jason!
hi.
Oh, Jason?
How you doing, mate?
No, I just got here. I saw you all talking about. Hi, I saw you all talking about John Leguizamo. Oh, 1 second, I'm on the wrong screen here.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I apologize. I was looking at the YouTube thread. I'm back. I'm here now. So I jumped on because I saw you guys talking about John Leguizamo, and I've got a tremendous amount of respect for him as a comedian and so forth.
I did
Yeah.
like
In that case, bye-bye. I'm just
So I love John Leguizamo as a comedian, and he's been in some great movies, but he's gone off his rocker a bit. Apparently, he told Todd McFarlane that if Todd does a Spawn remake or a Spawn 2 movie, he's going to insist that Violator's played by a real demon. And I don't know how he's going to swing that, but apparently that's what he's demanding.
Oh, so get Amber Heard.
He's
That
a
was- So last time I talked to you all, the campaign was pre-launch for Jupiter. I'm popping in to do a little check-in and share some laughs. Just to let you know, I'm in day 10 of the campaign on Indiegogo, and we've hit $2,100 on the fundraising for Jupiter. So thank you to everybody out there who's sharing the links and spreading the word. Greatly appreciate it. I'm getting orders from Germany, the UK, and Australia, which is just, it's blowing me away. So thank you to everybody who's spreading the word about Jupiter. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Congratulations, bud.
Now
I
I want
didn't
to
know
find
we
out.
have people watching in those countries, but if you're watching from those countries, hail to you.
We got Aussies. We know that.
Oh yeah,
Now-
I love these Aussies.
Now, earlier this week, one of you, somebody in the Legion, turned me into a blue-haired mermaid, and I'm going to find that person. So
You didn't you didn't look at the logo.
the memes were coming at me so fast and furious that I'm going to have to go back and backtrack and figure out who the culprit was. But you're on notice. In true Mark Wade style, I said, "Fix this now."
Got away with making you Princess Leia.
Well, this was on when you were on Comic Stream, right? I think I saw it.
Yep, and actually on Shagsworth on the midweek hump show, I think that's
Oh,
when
yeah, I
someone was
missed
saying me with the blue-haired mermaid.
Yeah,
But
I apologize for missing it. I had a holiday that I had to have dinner with my family with, but I did watch the after show. You guys look like you had a great time, and thank you to everybody who's supporting that show. You guys rock.
definitely, and the Rumble numbers are growing too. That's always good to see. It's a good thing.
Will Ferrell's gonna be in the Barbie movie.
So
Sorry, I
what?
was listening, but I'm just. I don't know
Right, is
what
it PG, by the way? Did you check?
I still haven't found it, but
Oh,
continue.
okay.
Jason, what were you trying to say?
Oh, so go take a look at Jupiter. It's on Indiegogo. And last time I was on, it was pre-launch. Now it's the campaign's live. The $10 tier, you get a 40-page full color comic book, and you get a genuine non-prize, not to be confused with a no prize. And I am not a liar. I'm never going to do false advertising. The non-prize, there's literally nothing in there. So you'll get this at the $10 level. Go check it out.
You know, it'd be kind of cool if you could put like a meme in there. That'd be pretty cool.
That might be fun.
This
Yeah,
is a meme.
And I've got a stretch goal. I've got a $5,000 stretch goal. It is this card right here. You may have seen when you looked at the trailer. There's this character, Captain Kleinbottle. This is the $5,000 stretch goal. It's a 24-point laminated PVC membership card for a fake fan club. But in true time travel fashion, the dates go back in time. It's sponsored by a pie company that doesn't exist. And then on the back, it's got a slogan that basically says, if you're not part of the problem, you are the solution. So this is the $5,000 stretch goal. Go back, Jupiter, because I've already manufactured these. I want to get these into people's hands.
Awesome, dude. Although the fake pie company upsets me a little bit because now I want pie.
And Jupiter, like any good 1970s comic, has a pie ad in it. So
nice.
You really gotta check it out. So the other thing is I threw in the chat, but on Twitter, when I first saw the pictures of Jack Black and Lizzo, I said to myself, oh, they're already filming Rings of Power season 2. It looked like they were characters from Rings of Power. So that was my rude awakening earlier this week.
Yeah, and a good friend of ours, Raging Rhino, actually had one of his posts absolutely blow up on that one.
First time I seen it, I was like, oh, okay, that's bro. I was just like, browsing through Twitter, la 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 la. I'm just like, oh, Jack Black and who's that? Lizzo and some. Okay. And then it pans to the shot with Christopher Lloyd. Like, oh, Christopher Lloyd's there. I'm like, okay, what is this? Some sci-fi Amazon Prime comedy series? It's just like, it looks cheap as all hell. And then I see Thingy, what's his name, Mando, and Bo-Katan in the background. I'm like, oh, fuck me. This is a Star Wars. This is the Mandalorian episode. Good God. What?
Hold on. Look at your face of that. Hold on.
Like, what the hell did my agent talk me into?
No, that's the look of, I mean,
wait a minute. Are you telling me that you made a time machine out of a Mandalorian?
They race swapped Jabba the Hutt. How dare they? Like, jeez.
How do you race swap Jabba?
Lizzo the Hutt. That's what it should be.
And I thought Stacey Abrams in Star Trek Discovery was bad.
No, Star Wars is just trying to figure out who can have the bigger planet.
I don't know, would Amazon sue Disney for this?
Her own planet?
Yep.
This is like, I can't begin to express how cheap this looks. Like
does it feel like the holiday special? Does it feel like a holiday special or something like that?
Holiday special feels better than this.
So the guy behind Mando, why is he wearing stormtrooper armor with like cloth just over it?
Why does he look like a crappy elf?
They were lazy.
It's for Tomorrowland. That's what it is.
I actually enjoyed bits of it because I just enjoyed the way that movie was like done for the CG and everything, but the story was absolutely doo-doo water.
Wait, Tomorrowland, yeah.
Are we? What are you talking about right now?
Tomorrowland.
Okay. I thought you were talking about
that movie.
Nah.
Oh, I stopped watching Star Wars. I could care less.
Honestly,
I hit the point where I don't give a rat's ass about. Like, I totally respect the people who do. I'm just, I'm tired of getting hurt.
The thing is, like, okay, maybe you could get away with Jack Black being in Star Wars. And Christopher Lloyd in Star Wars, okay, that's a no-brainer. You could get him. But Lizzo in fucking Star Wars, the hell are you thinking? Like, it's like having Beyonce in a freaking what's it called? Lion King movie. It's just like, why?
Why haven't you put Jack Black as a junkyard alien rather than a prince?
I would have totally done that. I would have made him be like.
Was he a prince or was he some sort of general guy?
I don't know. I see Jack Black as just a junkyard alien from a junkyard planet. That's what he
So-
should be.
If you were to cast him, he would be a junkyard alien. Does anybody have any other suggestions as what Jack Black's proper role would be in
As
Star Wars?
he should be a tenacious D3PO.
Honestly,
Or kind
he-
of like a black and white, like panda, like alien. Maybe you could get away with that. That'd be cool.
Honestly, because Jack Black's personality, some of his humor, yeah, the junkyard alien would work, but also just throw him into a cantina scene.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put him in
Yeah.
there, make him an
Yeah.
alien in there, and have him just have his quippy one lines or anything like that. Because Jack Black is funny. I'm not a huge fan of. I like him as an actor. I like his comedy. I like some of the things he does. He's a weirdo who famously said that it's punk rock to vote a certain person in. But he's still fun to watch. I still go back and watch School of Rock all the time because he's so fun.
Or Kung Fu
But you
Panda.
put him at Kung Fu Panda's good.
One of the charms of Star Wars was a lot of the actors were English and so forth, and so it added to the suspension of disbelief that it wasn't people you recognized. Harrison Ford became a star and so forth, and so did Mark Hamill. But largely, I think going into the theater, they were strangers, and it added to the suspension of disbelief by having these basically effectively cameos of celebrities. I think it does not support the storytelling.
It just cheapens the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I just love the
agree.
fact that just a year ago, we were looking at Star Wars, at least the Mandalorian, at least for what Disney was Star Wars, it was great Star Wars, and Star Trek was just junk, and we have completely flipped that 180.
Yep.
Star Trek, this last episode, just gave us the one scene we wanted in the sequel trilogy. We wanted all the original cast that were still there together in one scene. They did that in Star Trek. Star Wars said, "Screw you, we are not going to do that."
Well, now they can't do it.
Yeah, they can't.
Well,
No, they're
can,
doubling
but-
down right now.
Quadruple down.
I mean, a lot of us are talking about Star Wars because there's some big news coming out about Star Wars.
In Star Wars
For
Celebration.
example, Daisy Ridley is back.
I don't want to hear this blasphemy against my Daisy Ridley. She is queen. I love her to death.
She's the next coming of Virgin Mary. Jeez, she's so perfect. Like,
The new Jennifer
I-
Lawrence going forward.
I love Daisy Ridley. I love Daisy Ridley. You know how
I
Lethal loves Brie Larson?
she's the most vanilla looking girl like ever, like mid, like literally out of all the
me too.
celebrities.
I-
Like
I-
that.
I find it
I
weird
will
that
not
like
take
12-year-old
blasphemy.
boy style. That's just kind of weird, Dermy. I mean,
I love her.
that makes the brony sheets make sense now, though.
They're not brony sheets. They're pink with multicolorful elephants, but that doesn't help my case.
No, it does not.
Daisy Ridley is beautiful and I loves her.
Nah, you're pretty gay.
Mm.
That doesn't change that doesn't add on to anything.
Nah,
I mean,
already know
okay,
I'm pretty gay.
Jeremy, she isn't ugly, but I wouldn't say she's like in my top 10, like maybe
know what?
top 30 or 40.
I think they made a massive mistake on this. They should have brought John Boyega in.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, he
God.
wasn't gonna come back even if he
Oh,
kissed his ass.
not at all.
Jeez, didn't you hear what he had to say about Star
hates
Wars?
Yeah, I heard what he had to say about Star Wars, but I'm sure if they threw a big enough check at him, he'd probably be like, "Okay, all right, guys, all right."
I guess Oscar Isaacs isn't back either because they didn't offer enough of a check to buy a second house for him. Because he
Yeah.
said like, "You want to be in Star Wars, mate? If I want another house, probably."
Oh,
I
really?
guess he didn't want another house.
Oh wow.
This movie's gonna get canceled along with the others, except maybe Dave
It
Filoni.
says a lot about Daisy Ridley, by the way. They're probably like throwing money on her essentially, and she's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll come back for more money." Like
But it's
both of
gonna get
those guys
canceled.
are like John Boyega and Oscar Isaacs. They were like completely done with Star Wars. Like, doesn't matter what they pay. I don't care anymore. It was terrible. And the one that comes back is Daisy Ridley. That's a little interesting.
I
don't you
hate
think?
this slander against my queen Daisy Ridley. I will not accept it.
She's doing it for the money, not because she found the scripts fascinating. Okay.
What do you
Doing
want?
it because she loves it and she's beautiful, and I'm scared to pull up this post that I found from Lethal Lightning that proves it.
McQueen.
Why you want to
No,
bang
that's-
her, Dermy? You want to bang her so hard?
Listen,
the force
you know
comes
what?
out of
Screw
her?
it. Screw it. You will learn the reasons of why she's
Right.
perfect.
where she
share my
just has
screen.
to move up to the top 10.
Share my screen. Look at her. She is perfect. She is my queen, and I love her.
AI can fix anything.
This looks like Raylo fan art.
Yeah.
I bypassed the compressor.
She can bypass my compressor. Beautiful, wonderful. I will not hear this.
Why does Lethal always like poor choices? Brie Larson like as well. That's just
listen. Brie Larson. There's some qualities there. Same with Daisy Ridley. They're not great actors. I don't really.
All right, who's more attractive, Daisy Ridley or Brie Larson?
Daisy Ridley.
Brie Larson has breast implants and a flat ass, and Daisy really has a flat ass and a flat chest.
You
That's
see,
what-
Brie is blonde. That is like a point to her advantage.
Someone needs to find Static 2020 and get him help. Static 2020 needs help immediately. Immediate help.
Dylan
Did you see that chat?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Static just ruined.
Whoever his friends, we need to get in touch with his friends. He needs help, immediate help.
I'm gonna contact Wookie B Bad Static. That's a no.
Now that picture of Daisy, those are not her real boobs. So
No, her and Dylan have the same cup size.
All I need to do is close my eyes and let the imagination do the work.
Well, I mean, they do have a point, man. Dylan Mulvaney cast as Ray Skywalker. I mean,
we wouldn't know the
go
difference.
representation, guys.
Do you think they'll recast Finn and Poe? Because since both John Boyega and
I don't think they'll recast. They'll just make you forget about them and they'll disappear into the background.
They weren't important to the trilogy anyway.
Yeah,
exactly.
Remember we were all watching it. We were like, "Oh, Finn is gonna be freaking gangster."
They were setting him up to be a Jedi.
And then
The fact that Ray is coming back just tells you how much agenda-driven this is. Like Kathleen Kennedy loves her brunette British women in Star Wars. I swear to God, it's
she loves her
getting
brunette British
such
women.
blatant.
Period.
Well, listen. You can't hate on Kathleen Kennedy because she. Quality is everything.
He's gonna save Star Wars. Oh my god!
I'm sorry, something got in my throat. Say that again, Sims.
Equality is everything according to Kathleen Kennedy.
Listen, guys, she's definitely leaving. She's definitely leaving.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
gone. It's over. It's all over. All done. By the wayside. She's leaving.
She's like a Soviet factory.
She will be gone by the end of the year in 2029.
Oh, more like 2059.
Exactly.
Apparently, her contract is running out in 2024. So
no,
but I agree. I was watching Friday Night Tights last night, and they were talking about how it would be a massive PR problem if she left or she got fired. You know, I can definitely see and understand, coming from Disney's current leadership.
Extend her contract again. Jesus Christ!
What were you trying to say, Jason?
Would it be a PR issue because she would go kicking and screaming, or because someone out there would actually
no, she would burn the house. She would burn the house down
because they would have to. They'd have to admit that they've been failing and stuff. And that's the thing. It's to fire her is to admit that she's dropped the ball.
She's like a Soviet factory. A Soviet factory was not only able to lose money, but it was able to make the outputs worth less than the inputs. So she's like a Soviet factory.
Nice. Well, that's a very good analogy.
I had heard that she was going to be staying until Indiana Jones came out because that was like her baby or her pet project. But I think with all the bad advertisement about Indiana Jones and how ridiculous it looks, would she really want to be like that's her swan song?
Well,
I don't know.
That's her swan song, yeah, but at the same time, she owns the place. And what people also don't realize is just because she leaves doesn't mean Star Wars is going to get better. Doesn't mean Indiana Jones is going to get better. This isn't even just a Lucasfilm problem. This is a Disney top down problem. You need that place to be completely scrubbed, everybody like taken out, and light the place on fire and completely rebuild it. That's not going to happen overnight. That's not even going to happen in a matter of a handful of years. This is going to be decades long just to fix all this stuff. That's why
Ideally, they should have firing her, getting rid of her would be the first step to change Star Wars, and then you'd have to worry about replacing her with someone.
I'd rather go Evil Eye. No.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it's just like Dermy said. Probably what they're gonna do is wait till her contract is up. Then they're gonna play it that she decided to leave. She wants to retire. Or she wants to try something else, so she's leaving. But we've seen from Disney before. They're gonna make an even worse choice. They're gonna choose somebody who is one of her disciples or something, who's gonna make all the same choices. And holy crap, there's
why do we have
CJPs?
What the? A clone.
What camera are you on? He froze on both. He just.
I didn't know he had a twin.
All right, I'm just gonna remove you real quick, and you get back in when everything.
He only gets one check though, right? Even if he's on there twice.
Maybe.
I don't know. And there's Ruben Christopher Haynes in the chat.
Hey, hail, Ruben. How you doing, mate?
He came on Ballbusters for a little bit last night. It was wonderful. Wonderful.
Oh wow, he was. He had the bravery to turn up there, did he?
Well, he's been on Skinamax Saturdays, so.
Okay. Because I thought Ballbusters was like more off the cuff, you know.
It really is. It's something not for the faint of heart. Hey, he's back. Are you frozen again?
No, it was Chrome being a butt and deciding.
That's why you use. This is
he
why
just
you use
wants to
Brave.
breathe.
Kind of like Star Wars.
Yeah. Or what was the quote I saw someone from the new Acolyte show saying? Star Wars isn't about good or evil. I'm like,
it's not about
what?
Your Star Wars and my Star Wars are two different things. Then.
Could you repeat that? What?
Even making it
good or evil.
It's whatever you want it to be.
I was watching Side Scrollers yesterday, and they pulled up a quote from George Lucas from 2022 talking about the Force and the idea of Grey Jedis and just denouncing the idea of Grey Jedis. Because the Force quite literally is black and white, good and evil. That's Star Wars. It's about good and evil. End of the story. It's almost as stupid as that woman saying, Star Wars is always about a struggle and a quandary and struggles. Yeah. I'm dead inside. I don't care. Where did Devil go?
Did anyone find it interesting about the James Mangold First Jedi and
we're not
Ahsoka
talking about
series?
That. No.
It's gonna
get fired.
But Dave Fillion and Jon Favreau is gonna save everything, guys. Right? Right?
No.
James Mangold is talking about doing a story literally about the birth of the Force.
I would be interested in that, but Star Wars is dead to me. That's the problem.
He's going to steal. Oh, my buddy, the
George
Renaissance
Lucas's
nerd.
pitch.
He started talking about it last night. It was the blade of something is what they're going to, which is quite literally where the Force was formed. You know, in the Clone Wars, you got to see some of it as well. You know, you got the father, the son, and the daughter. Mm-hmm. He's wanting to turn that into a new movie.
Interesting.
And I'm terrified.
Well, is there like a book called The Dawn of the Jedi?
Yes.
With the female, what's it even about from the book, anyways? Like, I know it's a female focus.
I don't know. I need to ask Adam, my other Adam, old Adam, about it because he's an EU expert. He knows everything about the EU.
Did you guys see the thing that they were talking about with Ryan Kinnell yesterday? He had like a whole rant he went on. I was able to clip it out real quick.
I think Filoni's actually straight though. Come on. Yeah, there ain't no way he's not had his in a dog's in him, and a man's in him.
No.
I saw that.
Peanut butter away.
Bestiality,
Ryan, is that what you're asserting?
Oh no. You had a female lead in Star Wars. He loves wolves. Oh my God, wolves. How unfair. We're gonna have another one.
Hello, Twitter. Hello, Twitter.
That's the savior of Star Wars.
Yes, that will be clipped on Twitter.
Did he even make a stupid another one about I don't know, molesting or something? I know he said something. I don't know. I can't remember. Ryan said something stupid during that stream, like another one, but I can't remember.
What happened to the crowd, by the way, that said, "Oh, they're gonna time travel with Ahsoka and they're gonna wreck on all of this"? It's just like that crowd is being really quiet right now. With the
You know,
great
there
frickin'
were
movie
some
being-
great memes on Friday Night Tights for the Ahsoka Star Wars thing. I think Fat Stevens made a meme that actually was on the spotlight. I laughed my ass off at that.
I haven't watched the FMT. Wait, what was it?
I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but
you want to know where you can check it out at? Check out the spotlight.
yeah, there you go. Somebody knows how to push it. Thank you, Dermy. Thank you.
Oh, Jeremy, what is the spotlight? Do tell us.
Oh, the
Tell us
spotlight. The
more.
spotlight videos where the people in the Legion of Memers and whoever else who makes memes for FNT end up getting shown off when they come up on FNT. And our good buddy over there, No Green Rocks, loves to make it for us to help give people, you know, an extra push and everything. Just show off, say, hey, you got up there. Congratulations.
That's just a channel that cares. That's awesome.
Yeah. just downright rondo. I haven't been on it for a while, but I haven't been memeing. My day job's been chaos. But also I've been playing tons of Conan as well, and it's
Well, if you ain't memeing, you ain't living, mate.
Yeah.
I ain't living. But also I'm playing Conan. And Devil made a Conan meme.
Speaking of memes, we're about an hour into the show, so typically we have our little meme break going on. So what we're gonna do is just go over some of the memes that were from today. Now, like I don't even know if I can show you. Oh, here we go. Minimalist Mermaid did the work for all of us, and here you go, Jason.
Oh, ouch! Fix this now.
Whoa.
Fix this now.
You got wrecked by core member. There you go.
Yeah.
Hang on, that's I think that's Dua Lipa in the original post. Okay, so that's not too bad, Jason. You could have been definitely worse, you know. She's kind of hot.
I'm secure in my masculinity, but I do make a pretty good mermaid.
Yeah, you kind of do, you know. Put a bag over the head. We'll get the job done.
Wrap it in a flag for glory.
We also, oh my god.
Oh, by the way,
Robotar has no brakes, man.
So
no brakes.
So okay, for my intro yesterday, I'm still getting better at the, you know, face blending and stuff, but I did it on CapCut. I did the similar thing. I put my head on Jabba the Hutt. I put Soldier as Luke Skywalker, and then I made my buddy Adam, the Renaissance nerd, Slave Leia.
Yeah. I mean, in that picture, you kind of look like the guy from Toy Story that sells toys.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you guys see Clouds?
Barn, yes.
Did you guys see what Cloud did? I think it's only in the in our little chat group, but he made a meme of me as that dude.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's not just me.
No.
So apparently, I also have an OnlyFans going. I didn't know.
we have an Only Feats.
Okay, he's got the
merch
best
line.
feet in here.
I think I do.
No, I do. I can use my feet for anything.
Well, look at mine. You know, mine are all nice and clean,
color.
painted. You know,
Looks like Brie Larson's feet.
Kenzo's should be like a whole lot dirtier. He'll probably like, you know, doesn't vacuum or anything like that. So.
And then
JP, you should yours should be a lot more wrinkly. Devil, maybe do it. Yours should be actually red.
That old, damn it.
This is nice.
I like that one.
That
Nice.
is good.
You know how hard it was to the crown that you put on
Oh,
to get all the little holes and stuff? It took me so long.
Well, you only need to do it once, Devil. There's that at least. You can use it for the memes now too.
And just a quick heads up, YouTube, these are cookies.
What?
Oh.
Oh my!
So the
about their red
strawberry Hershey
eyes.
kisses
The
or
red
something?
eyes.
And Devil, maybe do it. Do you want to read that for us?
No.
I'll read it.
Tina Bojan's the Cubbies lost another championship cookies. Tina makes these cookies that look like crying eyes every time her beloved Cubs don't win the championship. It seems to make all the men feel a little bit better about the loss.
Aww.
Real quick, we did
Maybe
the
if
Alice
they're a
Bolt one.
lot more white, they look like eyes. But no, the color doesn't really help,
They're-
does it?
Dry eyes. Dry.
Yeah, clip that face. That's a good Jeremy face.
I feel rude for laughing now.
I mean, I see the resemblance. I do.
Oh my god.
Look, you look like his younger brother, essentially.
I knew Cloud made them.
And Skirmitar.
Oh,
Sorry.
gee,
For us.
you're ruining my home. No, you're ruining my
Like the
queen, and you reminded me I have to destroy
Bud
all
Light
of them.
bat or whatever.
Well, hey, you wanted it, man. Yeah, Dermy, this is all. I think this is all for you.
I
The
don't.
Bud
like
Light saber.
Day 137 as a Jedi. And my glowy sword.
Isn't this
Um,
fantastic?
Only 147. Wow, and you can do everything. You don't need the days.
I need to go break some things.
Yeah, we know what
Thank-
you need to
hey,
go do.
Well,
You-
that movie, by the way, I think it was meant to be written by Stephen DeKnight, who's wrote Daredevil, but like the director, directed like nothing. I think a Miss Marvel episode, and the story is meant to be about her establishing the Jedi Order. What order? With a bunch of bugs? Like,
No, so it's going to be her establishing the new Jedi Order.
but she's a Palpatine.
No, she's a Skywalker. So there was a rumor, and I heard this from side scrollers, and how accurate it is, I don't know. And my God, if it's real, I want it to be real because it's so funny. They're not going to be called Jedi anymore. They're going to be called Skywalkers.
No.
Wait,
I
is
joke-
that what
I-
they originally were talking about for Jedi? Or
What?
wait, hold on. Are they just taking old stuff and just bastardizing
Yes,
it?
yes, that's quite literally. They're not creative,
but-
so they're going
but-
throughout the EU, and they're just bastardizing the EU. That's something that's been going on now for a long time.
Wait, Skywalker's like what? That's what? What?
It's a rumor. It is a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt. I want it to be real because I want to laugh. I wanna laugh
Maybe
at how
like it'd be a
stupid
good
they
name for a ship because it walks in the sky. But like that name has nothing to do with what a Jedi does. They don't.
Well, no.
Jedi don't fly, do they?
It would be for Luke and them. It would be in honor of them because Rey ended up taking Skywalker as the last name. So from now on, all Jedis won't be called Jedis; they'll be called Skywalker.
All Siths will be called Palpatine now as well. Is that the case?
Yeah.
Such a big universe, but we're stuck in this tiny corner of it. It's just absurd.
You know, there's all sorts of really cool things he can do. There's even stuff outside the universe that has issues that the Force doesn't have effect on.
Yeah.
And because they decided to scrap the EU, they never had anything. They never had anything to use, but they scrapped the EU, and now they're doing more stuff. Yeah, I will accept that.
Somebody put Dylan Mulvaney's face on that.
If you do, I will.
No.
I
Okay.
will immediately.
Daisy
disavow.
Daisy Ridley isn't the worst. All right, it could have been worse to be honest.
See,
but, you know.
you're starting to come around to my way.
But
of thinking.
still not in the
No.
top 10. Maybe top 20, 30 maybe. All right,
No.
not that hot.
Daisy Ridley is
Mid
Daisy Ridley
as
is fine.
best.
She's not ugly, but she's okay. All right, there we go.
Did you guys see Darian Murphy's tweet for Stephanie?
Darian
No.
Murphy's? No.
Yeah, I wanted to share this because I'm really big into growing your skills and getting better at what you do. I think remaining stagnant in this community and in this world is not a good thing. So I just wanted to share this, Darian. I didn't reach out to you to play it, but I hope it's okay. I can clip it out if you don't want it to be played, but I want people to see this because it absolutely blew me away. I'm bringing it up right now, so chill. There we go. So this guy made this, and I was blown away by it. So I just want you guys to check it out and tell me what you think. If you guys ever have any work like that, do me a favor, just tag the Legion in there because I love seeing other people's creations. And I'm trying to learn. So the more I have out there, the more I can learn. I just think it's beautiful what the fellowship is creating with these artists.
We all build off each other. We all become better. When somebody else makes it, that makes us want to make it even harder.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. You have any idea how long that probably took? Oh my god, just even trying to do it hurts my brain.
Depends. You could do something like that if you're decent enough. You could do it in a day, but it would be a whole day.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that in a day.
No, I couldn't either. At one point I could, but not anymore. I wanted to do that animation stuff.
You could do that, and you didn't tell me.
It was a long time ago. Now would probably take me about a week or two to do something like that, but I have to get all the proper stuff.
Get to it, man. I want to see some of it.
It's been so long. I could figure it out. it would that to me for me to do that might take 2 weeks, maybe even a month. But if I practiced again, I could do something like that, especially if I got my buddy Silver involved. Yeah,
I thought the transition was fantastic. I sat there and I was like, "Damn, that is good." I'm a little sad that my face was not on Superman, but it's okay. I'm being nitpicky there.
Next time.
Yep, keep your skills up. Ruben says.
The only reason I haven't done it is because I don't have the money to get the decent animation software again.
Yeah, these programs are a lot. I mean, we're all trying to do what we can on free programming. I'm about to learn Nodes probably this week, and that's going to be a very interesting experience for me. I'll probably practice. You
need to hit up Silver. I have a project for him.
But in other news, we actually have Warner Brothers is nearing a deal for a Harry Potter television series. Are you guys Harry Potter fans?
Yes.
No.
Well,
in the middle.
Harry, I am and I ain't. I like it, but it isn't something that I'm super big in. There's stuff that I'm like,
I apologize for interrupting. Devil, you got to go.
Devil. Dylan.
All right. Well, if he comes back, we'll give him an outro. If not, he can head out if he wants to. No worries.
Probably in the bathroom, I guess.
Kuna Matata.
Well, there he goes.
Well, there you go.
Yep. Boom.
That was Devil May now 3 on the Twitters.
If
you'd like
him up,
check him out.
You kind of sound like him, actually.
But I was a fan of the books, and I remember reading all of them when I was a kid. I had that Harry Potter trivia game. I think it was for the first one. I think it was for Sorcerer's Stone, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if everybody remembers the little board game with the cards and everything. I enjoyed it, but as I got older, I kind of faded out of it, and now everybody started to love it after the movies and everything like that. But now I'm a little worried about this TV show.
Rightfully so. I mean, Hollywood and them don't deserve the benefit of the doubt. And as much as I think it actually could be decent, considering this is new regime content, we still haven't really seen much from new regime. We've seen just a bunch of old regime stuff that still is under contract that is getting shoved out. So
I see this being a connection to the Hogwarts Legacy game, just to reboot and start over.
I can definitely.
When was the last Harry Potter movie, by the way?
2020,
what year?
I think last year.
No.
No. Harry Potter movie.
Harry Potter, not Beast.
Fantastic Beasts. Yeah.
Tina, are you a Harry Potter fan?
I have seen almost all the movies. I enjoyed reading the books with my kids when they were younger. It's one of the first chapter type books that they read. So that is a nice place in my heart as far as that's concerned.
And did you watch the films?
I saw most of them.
Okay. What'd you think of them?
I thought they were really good. I mean, I know that my husband who read all of the books in more detail than I did, because he read them on their own, where I was reading them, a chapter a night kind of thing for the kids before bed. So I thought the adaptation was good. I thought the casting was well done. The effects were good. So I mean, it's not, I don't have a fondness for it like I did the original, Star Wars trilogy, because it's something I saw in my childhood. So.
Okay. Do you think if they're going to make a TV, you think it's time for them to make a TV show? And if so, what are your future predictions about it?
That's a tough one. I mean, I'm not confident in pretty much anybody making TV adaptations nowadays, because most of them have been so disappointing. So I would be very worried.
I need a little bit more information on what the show would be centered around, what's going to happen before I make a judgment.
Do you guys know when? I'm gonna make a point here and move on it, shitting on Disney. But right, when is this show? Does anyone know? Going to release?
I don't know. I think they're still in talks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if
So
it's been
maybe in
settled
3 years, maybe, or 5.
Well,
Right.
you got this.
So that's a big gap, because I'm not counting the Fantastic Beasts. The last Harry Potter, it says here, was in 2011. That's like 12 years ago, maybe 13, maybe another 18 years ago. So okay, new Harry Potter in 20 years ish. That makes kind of sense. What doesn't make sense is making a Moana live action movie a measly 8 years after its animation. That
Well,
would just be
seven.
ridiculous.
No, it's 7 years. 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy.
That
Wow.
feels like it was so not 7 years ago. That feels like it was just a
know.
few years ago.
I thought it was in
Yeah.
2018, not in 2016.
I mean,
2016.
Wow.
Disney's gonna run out of cartoons that they've made
Yeah.
into
They
live
still
action.
have they still haven't made Pocahontas, and Devil made me do it. Not Devil made me do it. What Bug posted one of the songs from Pocahontas that they're
Savages,
probably
Savages.
never gonna they're never gonna
Is it
remake
the
that song.
Savages
Yeah.
song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that song had nuance to it, because it kind of threw shade on both sides. Like,
Yeah.
no one ever
They-
does that now.
They both
No.
they say some things that aren't YouTube friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, from what I hear for the Little Mermaid, they're changing the music as well. The songs.
Yeah, they're removing
Ugh.
hateful lyrics.
And
Yeah.
am I right? Was it Mel Gibson in Pocahontas as well as a voice actor? Do I have that right? So there's
I
probably
don't
that's probably another thing where they're probably burying that one. a little bit.
You know what?
Be scraping the bottom, and they're gonna have to do like Rescuers Down Under.
If they're gonna be doing this, I want them to go full forward. Give me Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'll hate it,
Yeah.
but give me Hunchback of Notre Dame. If you're
Wait.
going down this road, I want to see
Wait,
you
wait,
put a
wait.
crippled
Do
man.
they have to cast an actual disabled hunchback
Yes.
person?
Yes.
Let it be
There's
Josh
no
Gad.
And I want them to
Why?
say,
Patton Oswald. Patton Oswald.
Oh,
Yes.
imagine
Black.
Charles Dance as what's his name?
Frodo.
Frollo?
Frollo? Judge Claude Frollo?
That'd be great casting.
No, I want Dermy Wormy to play Hunchback of Notre Dame because I know
will
how
do
tall he is, and I want to see. I want to see how he does the hunch.
Oh, I will do it. I actually really like Hunchback of Notre Dame, both
Oh, it was a great
the
film.
animated movie and also I like the play. It's fantastic. The music
haven't
is
seen the play.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's different.
Like fire.
Hellfire.
Yeah.
This
Expect to make like a
fire
remake for Frozen. pretty soon.
Turning me to sin. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, it's so addictive.
It's one of the best Disney songs. Like
He's
ever.
top-
It's definitely in the top 5. Like
Frollo's
hands down.
possibly-
I said my say.
Yeah, I forgot
Top
about
5 Disney songs.
They are doing Broken Lizard's doing a Quasimodo movie.
Uh,
Frollo is possibly, when you take all of Disney's villains, he's probably the most terrifying. When you think
Yeah.
about it, like his whole goal was to get one woman, and he's willing to burn everybody alive just to get this woman.
He was going to kill a baby just because it was ugly to him. Like, and it had it's so deep on so many levels.
This is an unholy demon. I send it back to hell where it belongs.
Damn.
Charles
Oh.
Dance would play that so perfectly, but Disney would fuck it up.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I like Oakley's message, talking about trying to see a live action Sword in the Stone or Black Cauldron. That would be awesome.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the Sword in the
yeah.
Stone one for sure. That was one of my favorite Disney films when I was younger.
Did you hear they were originally planning on making the Black Cauldron like the first kind of cinematic universe of sorts because it was based off a book, but they kept messing it up. It's such a messy process that they went through for it.
There's a whole book series. It's the Chronicles of Prydian. I mean, I read
Yeah.
those as a kid.
Yeah,
I think it's the live action Rescuers they're talking about. They're not talking about the movie was bad. I think most of us enjoyed.
I didn't like Down Under mainly because I saw it so many times, but I do like the Rescuers. I like the original. Disney has that problem of once they get one movie, they'll just run it constantly on their TV show, on their little channels, and you see it time and time again to the point that I don't want to see it anymore. Get it away from me.
Oh my god.
I have seen so many that it has ruined movies for me. Like I liked Sky High until Disney.
Oh
would not
man,
quit
I
playing.
love that movie. The fact that there wasn't a 2 makes me so upset.
It's such a fun movie.
I remember watching that with my boys.
I remember seeing it in theaters.
I
and then
wonder
Disney
when
played
we're
it time and
getting
time again.
Frozen live action. By the way,
That's what
We're
I
not-
said.
we're
Yeah.
getting
if
a
Moana is
Frozen
the case,
3.
like Frozen has to not be like
We're getting a Frozen 3.
we are getting a Frozen 3, aren't we?
But I
And we're getting
expect to
a
make
Toy
like
Story 5.
But they had
Yeah.
no ideas for 2, by the way. So like, they ran out of ideas. So why not make a live action
They
Frozen?
really
Like,
they could have done something cool in Frozen 2. You could have built on the whole thing, but they chose not to.
they had no idea what they were doing. That's what Frozen 2 gave me.
Yeah.
The idea of the impression of
It
essentially.
was Backstreet Boys with reindeer.
Speaking of
That's-
like Disney, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was just saying I thought that the Frozen 2 was all about, oh no, we can't have a man save the queen. So she needs to like realize the love for herself and that, she's the strength. She always need all that, BS.
But wasn't that Frozen? I don't remember Frozen 2. I remember Backstreet Boys reindeer. That's what I remember.
I remember that movie every day in the news. Like they keep mentioning Frozen and like merchandise songs. It's so annoying when it first came out. But after that,
Let
it
it
like
go.
died. Yeah,
Let it
that.
go.
Oh my god.
Can't hold it back
Anymore.
anymore.
No,
Let it go. Yeah.
No. All right.
Mercy killing.
Turn away and slam the door.
The door.
Oh god.
The code won't bother me.
I'll stop it.
Oh, why? Just got that song out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we started talking Frozen, it popped back in, so I wanted to torture you all.
Speaking of Disney, I mean, Disney had like a rough week in regards to their shareholders meeting, which was kind of wild.
Oh, they came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, Oculus, the thing I wanted to ask you about that, because I have been listening to some of the questions. I'm like, hang on, how did these questions even get asked? Because
they're shareholders.
in the shareholder meetings, they do get like checked. Okay, we'll answer this question. We'll answer this question. We won't answer this question. So I'm like, how did these questions get through? So I'm just wondering that.
They get through because the person who ran the shareholders meeting did not do what most companies do and collect the questions ahead of time and then read them to say, oh, Joe from wherever the hell he lives has this question. And then the person reads the submitted question, not allows the the shareholder to actually ask the question themselves.
I wonder if it was maybe they did have like these pre-made questions that they were telling everybody because shareholders were pissed. They've been
they
getting more
are.
and more pissed, and they probably figured, hey, they're gonna screen our questions, so we're gonna give pre-made questions, but then we're gonna ask our real questions because it was after Gina Carano firing. This is when I first saw like the shareholders really get pissed, and there was a question that I always go back to where one of them asked Bob Iger himself, hey, you guys canceled Gina Carano for her opinions, but you didn't cancel everybody else for their opinions. And then I remember it because every time I hear the Mandalorian, this is the way line. He used that whole line in his question, saying, "Hey, is this the way for Disney?" And Bob Iger gave him a non-question. So I think more and more of those shareholders are just getting in there and asking like the real questions. Like
that
why
wasn't
are
Bob
you
Iger. It was like Bob Chapek when he was asked.
That was Iger. That was Iger, wasn't it?
No,
Yeah, it was Iger
no.
because Chapek didn't take over for a while after that. I remember Clownfish did a video on it. When was that? Yeah, that was because Chapek didn't take over until 2022. That all happened in 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Chapek was only in charge for about a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Chapek's crowning achievement was getting bent over a table doing a hostage video and then losing them all their money, which happened roughly a year ago. Maybe a little more than a year ago, but that was his crowning achievement. Like that happened right on his first year.
Now Ron DeSantis can use the evidence from like the shareholders meeting to make like a bigger punishment for them down the road.
Potentially, I don't know how accurate that's going to be. I know Ron's dealing with a dumb thing right now that Disney decided to do, even though Disney decided to take away all the shareholders' power. Well, like in the district, they decided to take away all their power beforehand and give it all to Disney, but I don't know how that's going to affect everything. So before Ron could instill his own board, Disney took all the board's power. So
they rewrote they rescoped the authority of the district, and then
yeah. So we'll see how that all works out. I don't know how. I haven't looked too deep into that. I've only seen it from Kotaku's side. So the crazy people think that it was a smart move. I don't know how the sane people view it, because I think there's probably an easy fix to all that.
Igor, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I thought that was Igor.
Yeah.
Hail, Kenzo. No worries, mate. No worries.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a movie called Igor? Or was it Igor?
Igor.
Yeah, it's Igor. It's an animated film. I remembered.
That was a fun.
Apparently, we have
Frankenstein.
relatively breaking. We have relatively breaking news.
Really?
Oh, what?
Arnold Schwarzenegger apologizes for "screw your freedom" remark. I'm sorry for saying those words.
No, you don't. No, you're not.
No, you
No,
don't.
you're not.
Arnie,
I'm proud of those words.
I got just one thing to say. Fuck you.
Yeah. Arnie,
I'm actually surprised he's apologizing. Huh.
Oh, he's he's only apologizing because nobody likes him now.
They're sobering up. They're sobering up, and they're trying to patch up their reputation.
Yeah, you're not doing that, Arnie. You're just like your father. Sorry.
Ooh.
You guys are just like your father. Do your research.
I'd like to read the whole quote. Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
You did not see that coming? Oh, that line that he said pissed me off. That's why he's no better than his father. He's no better than what his family did. You wanted to come after my freedoms? Go fuck yourself.
That was like during like the COVID time.
Yeah.
Yep.
That happened.
So I wonder. I don't know if it was attention or grandstanding, but what compelled him to record them? I mean, the little video clip. I recall the video clip.
Okay, just a heads up. We got to be careful because YouTube is still going crazy.
There's still questions. Yeah, we got to be careful. But I think he was in an interview. He was talking about the stuff. And that's when he said, "You don't have screw your freedom." That's when he said it. You don't have a choice.
Freedom becomes obligation, and me trying to make sure that I get to do everything that I want to do, while you plebeians don't get to do anything.
Exactly.
Good impersonation.
Yo, I hate him.
Yeah.
That he became a pariah. Like nobody likes him now. Like. I was watching Expendables the other day because I've been going on a Sylvester Stallone kick. He shows up in Expendables and I'm like, I just want to get this scene over with. I don't want to go anymore. I'm not going to watch any more Expendables because he becomes more and more prominent. I don't want to watch Terminator because of it. He really just showed who he really is. So Stallone's pretty cool though. Still funny. It's so cool.
Yeah,
Love it.
Stallone was great. I really do enjoy those films. It's just mindless action, and like, fine, there are some things about loading ammo, having infinite ammo in the thing that kind of annoys. But all in all, they were just good mindless action.
Sometimes endless ammo isn't a bad thing. Sometimes mindless action, stories that don't make total sense, plot armor and all that, it's not the end of the world. It's something that it's pure escapism. You turn your brain off and you watch giant muscly guys blow shit up. It's wonderful.
Commando and Predator, and he had a winning streak there for such a long time. It's just disappointing.
He became governor, and he became the governor, and showed who he really was.
So true pop culture, you got to hit out.
It's been a fun show. Definitely fun discussing Star Wars and questionable Daisy Ridley attraction, I guess, from Dermy.
Not questionable.
As
Daisy really is queen.
Tomorrow is Easter, so I'd like to wish everyone a happy Easter Sunday.
You too, bud.
Please do check out my YouTube channel, and feel free to DM or tweet at me at TrueCulture7 for any live stream highlight suggestions. As always, thank you for being on the show, and thank you to our guests.
It was great having you on, mate. I know how late it is, so I appreciate you.
See you, everyone. Bye.
Bye, Pop.
Bye.
Yeah, I don't think people understand. When you send it in clips and you send it in clip form from YouTube, it makes life exponentially easier.
I was having a hard time with that recently. I could not get the clips to work properly when somebody was sending me a clip, so I had to go to the actual live stream and get the timestamps.
Somebody actually sent me a clip recently. I was able to do something. Hail to Lord Pepsi for the $3.33 on Stream Elements. Putting the chat in here. He salutes the Legion of Memers and says that Mario Supreme Bros was fantastic. Toad, be riding behind that peach. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it.
Anna Taylor-Joy, she's something else.
Yeah.
I may or may not watch the shit out of Northman just for her.
Too slenderish.
Listen, just go with it. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
She's just like Daisy Ridley. Just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Has
What,
anyone
to bang
watched
her?
Yeah. What was that?
Has anyone watched that chess show on Netflix?
I've heard.
Is it any good?
Things about it. I've heard good things about it. I want to check it out. Supposedly it delves into and pro becoming famous overnight, and the psychology behind it. So
yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to that one. I loved her in Last Night in Soho.
I haven't seen that yet.
Okay.
I've been wanting to watch The Menu, but I've heard crazy things about The Menu. So
hell, bud, hell.
Yeah.
But it's Anna Taylor-Joy. She's also becoming a problem. Wanting to do Peach as a modern woman.
Did anyone see her in Amsterdam?
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I think it's an HBO Max movie.
I would be looking it up.
What's it about?
I haven't watched it either. I just remember it was it's on my list of movies to watch.
We have a meme that CJP made. I assume it's supposed to be done in sing-song form, so I will leave that to CJP.
Karaoke time?
Rey, Palpatine, thieving, stealing Jedi Queen does not deserve the Skywalker name. Rey, Palpatine, Mary, stealing plot machine. This character is Disney ass lame.
Yeah.
You know what you should do? You should take the audio of that and put it behind the behind this,
yeah.
and have the words pop up as you're saying it.
Oh, that would
like
be
a
cool.
Disney sing along song.
And do a bouncing ball like they used to, but make it the Death Star, like bouncing.
Oh, that's cool.
The old
that would have
cartoons.
been interesting. Yep.
Disney Star Wars. What a fucking mess. You had a
bad.
chance. You literally had a chance. But you
Just
fucked
give her
it
a whole
all.
box full of stories to to go with it, and
They
they
could have taken the
time-
best of the best of the extended universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some really cool stories.
No,
I'm not an
instead they
EU fan, but
fucking
there's some.
trash.
Yeah.
What did you just say?
They
What did
threw
you
the
just say?
extended universe in the trash.
Yeah.
They
I
said
thought you
it
said it
doesn't
was
matter.
trash.
All your knowledge from the past. Like, no, are you kidding? I loved it.
And
I
she
mean,
said,
I
there's
didn't
no
read
source
it as
material.
obsessively as most, but I definitely read a whole bunch
There's
of those
some-
the old books and everything.
There's some
Yeah.
really cool storylines, and they try to bastardize some of them, even for the sequels.
The heir to the empire, like that line. I mean, oh man, why do you have to say that line based on that book? It's just weird to
well,
me.
'cause it's got Thrawn in the series.
Yeah.
Well, no, but
Timothy's
one
on
of
Thrawn, so
one of the things they wanted to do was like there is technically cloning that Palpatine does. He does clone himself into a younger body, but in order to and he does want to transfer his spirit into another body. It was setting up to be Anakin, but things go. It is a weird universe. I'm not an EU expert at all. I don't know a whole lot about the EU, but my buddy Adam knows it by heart, and he explained it to me. It was like, so they just bastardized it for Rise of Skywalker. That's
Yeah.
all they did was bastardize it and made it shit.
Well, they're good for bastardizing. That's what they always
Hey.
do. Oh my
You
god!
flip it around. You're gonna be flipping that around.
Jeremy's all of the Jedi.
I'm
Yeah, she's bypassing your compressor pretty hard there, Dermy.
Long and sharp.
I think she might have hit the back taco on that one.
Oh yeah.
That's where she's going into.
I'm
That
waiting.
looks like we have some more memes coming in.
Memezilla.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm not sure if it's a meme. I just think he's covering his face, but
Very nice.
I always loved it. I think this was during the Harry Potter
yeah.
conversation we were
Yeah.
having.
I still need to go. Jeremy loves
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, that looks good.
I am not Preston Peggy Poulter.
I
I'm
see
not
your Schwartz
Preston
as
Peggy
big as
Poulter.
mine. Let's see how well you handle it.
Ooh, my. Ooh.
I need to watch Spaceballs again. That's such a fun movie. The
That
password
is one of
is
the.
1, 2, 3.
Let me check your nerd
Four.
cred here real quick.
What?
What Starfleet officer is in Spaceballs for like 2 or 3 seconds, but has such a great memorable line?
So, how many times do I have to tell you I'm not a Star Trek nerd? I don't know Star Trek that well.
Ooh.
Stargate, on the other hand, I could talk for days on that.
Last night we talked about Ballbusters was weird. Ballbusters usually gets very gay and weird and crazy. We had nerd debates last night. We talked about Star Trek, we talked about Star Wars, and then we talked about Doctor Who and comedies. I know
Yeah.
Doctor Who like crazy. I don't know Star Trek that well.
I know Doctor Who up until, I don't know, like.
Jodie.
No. Who was the doctor before that?
Capaldi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Midway through Capaldi, I actually stopped watching. I ended up moving back to the States, so I wasn't watching it as religiously. Yeah, Stargate SG-1, 1010 S tier for sure, dude, for sure. I've been binging the
Yeah.
crap out of that.
Like the
Honestly,
Stargate
if you
movie.
haven't watched Stargate, you are missing out like some great sci-fi. My personal favorite character is Teal'c and Daniel Jackson.
Does the movie
dude.
count?
I mean,
I think-
maybe. Sorry, Tina, go ahead.
Oh no, I interrupted you. Please go ahead.
Oh no, it's fine.
I was just mentioning that I think Stargate the movie might have been unforgettable if it wasn't for the. I might be forgettable. I'm sorry if it wasn't for how incredible the series is.
Yeah, it's true. Hold up. Crusader Atlantis is like 5 out of 10. No. I'd give it like I'd probably say an 8. I really enjoyed Atlantis. Universe was dog shit though. I did not like Stargate Universe. It was so freaking depressing. If you guys haven't seen it, I would just say skip Universe.
You know what?
Realistic, that's for sure.
Speaking of Stargate, go ahead, Oculus.
Which one of them show like Christopher Judge from?
That's
Stargate
SG-1.
SG-1.
Oh, SG-1. Okay.
Yeah, Teal'c is Christopher Judge.
Speaking of Stargate Atlantis, did you hear that Jason Momoa is going to be in the live-action Minecraft movie?
Oh my god!
Yeah, I saw that.
I heard
Yes.
originally like the guy from Always Sunny wanted to direct Minecraft, but he opted out. But now we got Jason Momoa in. I mean,
He's
kind
going
of
to
crazy.
be. He's crazy, but
And they thought Mario was thin on plot.
there is a story mode game for Minecraft.
Yeah, they had
It
to put it
exists.
after the original game. The original game was just mindless
Building.
Legos.
Yeah, it's Legos.
So when my son is 14. When he was younger, he was a Minecraft guy. And this one Christmas, we were putting together the Christmas tree. Like it was an artificial tree, so it's got the pole and the stuff. And he's helping us out, and he looks at us and he goes, "This is just like Minecraft."
Me and my siblings and I, we like to play those like Minecraft or Stardew Valley together because it's just something that we can sit down, we can play together, work hard together. Then after a while, we restart and just do it from the beginning. And I like those games. They're not something I could play for endless hours.
My
I
husband
remember
and the
the
boys would play
Minecraft-
together.
Yeah.
What was that?
I said
I
my
remember
husband
the
and the boys
Minecraft-
would play together. Oh, sorry.
Your husband and them will put it together. Okay.
Yeah.
It's fun. It is a fun game, but it's so. You
I
get
wouldn't
burnt
go
out.
anywhere near the Jody seasons. Like I'm a big Whovian. Like I
watched.
I lived outside the country for a while, so I got to see all these different TV shows, and Doctor Who was one of them. And once I saw Eccleston, I went all the way back. And personally, my favorite is Baker and Tennant. Although Eccleston was great, I prefer Tennant above everybody else.
We agreed last night, even on Ballbusters. Eccleston, there's some serious dry moments. Rose is the
but I thought he was good because basically it kind of rejuvenated the series, right? Because they brought it back, and then more of a fan base, came in from that. Like people saw Eccleston and they go, "Oh, this is good," and then they went back and started seeing more. Hey, Flagrant Triggers, how you doing, mate?
Hey, Flagrant Triggers.
Yeah, king that.
I tried introducing my girls to Doctor Who when they were younger, and I started with New Who, and my oldest to this day does not like mannequins because of that first episode, and she couldn't watch anything.
Rightfully so.
Wait till we get to the Weeping Angel statues.
Yeah,
Weeping Angels.
My first Doctor Who was Tom Baker, and I loved it. And I'm not going to rewatch it because I don't think it could live up to my memory of it. But Tom Baker was my first Doctor.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Weeping Angels were made for
Who was your first Doctor?
My first Doctor was Baker because I'm that old, and and then my husband started watching New Who, and I ended up having to go back and watch Eccleston because I was in school at the time. So I didn't get it until Tennant, and he's my second favorite Doctor, but probably just because of the fact that it was so long after I went back to watch Eccleston. But I thought he did a good job too.
We were talking about Doctor Baker.
Yeah.
We were talking about Doctor Who last night. I forgot to put this in. I always try to remember, like, when was the first Doctor Who episode that I got to watch? And it always differs back and forth, but I think it was The Devil Pit. I watched the first part of that, and it was on Disney Plus at the time. It was on Disney's channel at the time, and I'm like, looking back right now, I'm like, why the hell did they put that episode on Disney? That is deep stuff, and kind of
Oh, you think that's
Scary
bad? Wait till you
stuff.
go see Torchwood. Have you seen
I didn't
Torchwood?
I didn't
I
like
watched the
Torchwood.
first season.
I thought it was okay up until the last season. The last season was absolute poop.
No,
I
was
dodged the
not a
bullet then. I haven't seen
Oh, I'm
Torchwood,
sorry,
so
can
it
you
sounds like
repeat
I dodged.
Oh,
It sounds like I dodged
no,
the bullet.
Torchwood is good. Torchwood is good. It has Captain Jack in there as the main character. So like, you'll be like, oh, dude, I love. If you liked him, then you like that
Mhm.
show. But it's way darker than Doctor Who. There is no like, oh, I'm feeling good after watching this show.
I was watching it. I just couldn't get into it. It didn't feel Doctor Who-y for me. I know it's set in the Who universe, but it wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah, it's not Doctor Who. It's straight up Torchwood. It's dark.
I like Captain Jack though. Captain Jack is
Captain Jack was
that
one of my
character's
favorites.
amazing.
Yeah.
They canceled him.
The actor is hilarious too. I don't know if you've ever
Mhm.
seen interviews with him, but he is a
He's
character.
hilarious.
I love the fact that the fifth Doctor is the 10th Doctor's father-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah,
David. There's an episode where the daughter is actually on the show. The wife of Tennant is the daughter of the fifth Doctor.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
Those family reunions have got to be weird.
Everybody's whipping out their sonic screwdrivers.
Carve the turkey with the sonic screwdriver at Thanksgiving.
Well, there was that great little bit they did for charity years ago during Tennant's run where he actually meets the fifth Doctor because their TARDIS is crashing.
Yeah.
That was a fun little bit.
Oh.
God,
I
missed when
it was
Doctor
a
Who was good.
very, very good show.
Although
they
Shooty, I'm curious about Shooty Gatwa's run because they have the trailers and commercials where they're saying the right things, and then behind the scenes they're saying all the wrong things. They're casting weird people, but then you see that companion. That companion, she looks nice. She's young. She's wearing stockings. She's showing some legs. It's like, do I want to bite this bullet? Do I want to watch this just for her? And I can do it on mute even. I'm scared.
Yeah,
it's about getting that time.
So,
what was that, J?
Oh, go ahead, CJP. You cut out.
Listen, I noped out halfway through Capaldi's run just because the writing.
Okay, so we stopped watching around the same time, probably.
The writing
I like the actor. I think he makes a great Doctor, but the writing was just atrocious.
The writing was awful, but he did as good as he could.
Yeah.
And like Jed said last night, there's some fantastic episodes, and his goodbye monologue, so freaking good. Never fear, never be afraid, always be kind.
I don't know, man. I teared up when Tennant left. I don't want to go. I was I was my heart was breaking.
It took me a long time to warm up to Matt Smith just because of that scene. I was like,
oh.
Matt Smith was super fun though.
He was.
And I loved Karen Gillian.
My favorite Doctor Who holiday special is the 2010 Christmas Carol.
Yes.
I think that's just a masterpiece. So I got a fondness for Matt Smith's run.
It's awesome how we have so many Whovians in the fellowship.
Yeah.
I wish I knew you guys 15 years ago. We were all watched did you guys watch the special that was played all over the world at the same time? Do you remember that?
No. I got into Doctor Who late.
There was a Doctor Who special that played all around the globe at the exact same time. So everybody could watch it and enjoy it together. And it was a massive freaking party at people's houses. It was so much fun, dude. Oh,
man. There's part of me that wonders if the Doctor actually, before Jodie Whittaker always had a theory that maybe the Doctor actually exists, and these are just tapes that we're seeing from him, his impact, because we're not supposed to know that he exists. Normal people don't realize
See,
that
Oakley
he
knows
exists.
what I'm
And when
talking
you,
about.
yeah, and when you see the the year that didn't happen and stuff, it just makes you question. And then Jody happened, and you're like, no, this never happened. This world isn't that fun.
See, at the time I grew up, my introduction to the sci-fi shows as at least a teenage, my reintroduction, at least as a teenager, was all about the X-Files and Doctor Who. Oh, and Twin Peaks. Oh my gosh, that was big. Not as scientific, but still fantasy.
Thank you, Oakley. I'm glad to know I'm not the only one who made a big deal about watching the 50th.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, I think the English people know exactly what I'm talking about.
You mean the 50th anniversary when they brought everybody back except Eccleston, but then they had the wartime doctor? But that was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But it did throw off the counting of the doctors with him. So
okay, well, I enjoyed it, Dermy.
I'm not hating on it.
Well, but Jody let us know that the doctors are just innumerable because there've been so many.
Yeah, I doubt it.
The doctor's basically Steve Martin from The Jerk. I was born a poor black child.
It's
Oh,
5
yeah, rest in
minutes.
peace, John Hurt.
It's 5 minutes before I have to be somewhere else, guys. So I have to dip. So
Okay,
I
mean, it's a perfect segue because we're probably going to head out. So, Dermy, why don't you give us your outro first, and you'll start us off.
Hi, I'm Dermy Wormy. I'm going to be over on my buddy Adam, the Renaissance Nerd channel, and we're talking, and I always say this wrong, even though it's my favorite Lord of the Rings movie, Two Towers, not Twin Towers, Two Towers. And I always do that. I always call it Twin Towers when I know it's not Twin Towers. But we're going to be over there talking that movie as celebration because next week, Return of the King gets re-released in theaters. So next Saturday, we're talking Return of the King, which is a good Lord of the Rings movie, but it has way too many endings. Then catch me later tonight over on Skinemax Saturdays, where who knows what's going to happen. Maybe I'll take my shirt off because I didn't take it off last night. Then, yeah, check out my channel. Right now I'm doing 2 videos a day because I've been playing so much Conan. And I'll be back. See you guys back here next Saturday for more Legion stuff. So,
yeah,
in
and
the meantime-
hopefully we'll be getting more streams going. If you guys want to learn anything, please tag me on Twitter and let me know what you want to learn. Because we're going to doing some education streams of how to do video edits and how to do memes. So I need to know what you guys want to know.
I want to learn more about you, Rox. I want to know what makes you tick. What goes on in your brain?
Lots of bananas.
Bananas and cocaine.
Anyways, guys, I will see you all next time. And it was great meeting you again, Jason. Tina, I love you. You always class up the place. You're a breath of fresh air.
Thank you. Thank you. I love streaming with you too, kiddo.
Oh, thank you. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
See you later, mate. CJP, do you want to let the people know who you are, what you do, and where to find you?
Yeah, like I said, you can find me on my channel at ForgottenOneMusic.com or Forgotten One Music on YouTube. Also on Twitter. I do have a Bandcamp, so you can always actually purchase music through Bandcamp. Although I'm probably switching over to Drop Tunes once it actually is active, because Bandcamp's a bunch of fascists. But and then also I'm on eTemple Cooing, a place to reviews. I'm one part of the Four Horsemen there for Mondays and Wednesdays and Saturdays. I'm on his channel, and then you can follow me there. And thanks for being on, Jason. Great to see you again.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Tina, it's great to actually talk to you because I always see you in the chat.
Exactly. Good to talk to you too.
Thank you.
Love seeing you on eTup's channel.
It's a lot of fun.
But they are.
Apparently the names have been turned off all stream. I apologize for that. I
figured that was a test for me to see how clever
No, I was doing something else. I was helping somebody else out, and it was just me and them. So I was, helping them do something. So we didn't really need any names because we weren't live streaming. And I took them off. I forgot to put them on again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, you all know I disavow all of this. I'm not associated with any of you. Disavow, hard
Yeah.
disavow. I accidentally got here, everybody.
Oculus, do you want to let the people know what you do, who you are, and where to find you?
Yep, you can find me on Twitter where I post around like mostly Friday Night Tights and retweet like other sorts of memes and hamster stuff. But all in all, I mean, pretty good week, good guests coming on, and yeah, I enjoyed it. Can't wait for next week.
Yeah, it's you know, I really enjoyed my time. Thank you guys so much for coming and being on the streams. I know it's a holiday weekend for a lot of people, so you know you could be spending time with your
It's on
family,
this
but
next
you
week.
decided.
Do you remember?
I think it's Daywalker Comedy, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I love her.
So, and yeah, we're and then after that we have Lila Hart, which is going to be great because she's one, she's a comedian, and two, she's been fighting against a lot of the mandates and stuff like that. So I really appreciate it. I can't wait to have her on. If you're watching, hi. Can't wait to see you. We got Jason as well. Do you want to know what you do, where people can find you, and to check out your stuff?
Yep, I'm most active on Twitter, so at Jason_Sandberg. Please go check out my Indiegogo campaign for Jupiter. It's a 40-page comic, full color, and I'm excited to share it with everybody. Tina, it was nice to meet you. And you know the Legion, thank you for hosting me. Now, Dermy talked about Lord of the Rings. I love the Lord of the Rings. I want to share with you my Bilbo Baggins impersonation.
All right, let's do it. He got us. He got us. He got us. I thought he was serious for a second there. All right, Tina. Do you want to know who you are, what you do, and where the people can find you?
Oh gosh, well, I'm still trying to find myself, even though I'm, old enough to should have found myself by now. But you can find me in the chats for, gosh, all the usual peeps, especially those with Rogue Entertainment or with Etep Bakuian and all those guys. Like I said, I mentioned at the beginning that I'm on Wednesday nights with Sporking News podcast, but most of the time you can see me being obnoxious on Twitter at Tina Bojan.
And we have her at the bottom of the screen there if you guys want to follow her, and help her find her place within this community, because I know I'm going to take some time to help her out with making videos, which I love doing. So Tina, don't be my DMs are open, so just let me know whenever you want to learn, and I'm here to help.
Wonderful. That's awesome. And thank you for having me. This was absolutely a ball, and I love watching you guys all the time. So it was great to be part of it today.
Good. I'm really happy to hear that. Thank you so much. Let's see. I now realize, I think now he realizes Chrissy was on the show. Oakley, I feel you, brother. I love our chatters, y'all. You guys make me laugh. I appreciate every single one of you coming in. I am Superman. If he wasn't scared of green rocks, leader, creator, and founder of the Legion of Memers. You can catch me here every Saturday at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. I'm also on the Midweek Hump as a co-host on the Shagsworth channel, so go check that out. And I'm also doing streams with the Rogue Attraction every Thursday, so go check it out, follow him, and turn on that notification bell. And I will see you guys around. And if you guys have any clips from any shows or anything, kind of like what True Pop Culture is doing, just send it to me. I'll see what I can do. I can't guarantee you I can do all of them, because I don't know why all of a sudden my schedule is swamped. But I will do my best to see if we can whip it into something funny. Thank you, everybody, for coming by. Chat, you rule. And again, Tina, thank you for being our guest.
All right. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah, of course. See you guys later.